Shalom. I hope all is well. So look, whatever someone uses to attract people, whatever someone uses to attract people, and when it's not just natural, like natural attraction, like someone finding you attractive, or you finding someone attractive and just natural, like it's more about the inner than outer. You can look at somebody, oh, okay, they look good. And then, converse with them, see what's going on with them, and then come to find out they're an amazing person inside and out, versus if a lot of times with trauma and a lot of times with rejection and abandonment and control and manipulation, whatever the case may be, this can cause someone to take pride in their looks, the pride in what they can do physically with their bodies, the pride of what they have, material, vain things, like what they have, those things. The, same and the same with like material, like the money, the houses, the cars, the clothes, or status, whatever the case may be. Even the fact that they know things, their knowledge. When people take pride in these things, pride always leads to destruction. Pride always leads to destruction. And it's like when someone is attracting people because of these things. And a lot of times these people be knowing, like, straight up, oh, that person is around because of this, or that person is around because of that. And they take pride in that. They take pride in that, like, oh, okay, I look good and I do this and I know how to do this, this and that. And I got this going on. So this and that. And I come here to tell someone that pride always leads to destruction. When it's not genuine, it's not genuine. You cannot fake that. And it comes a time where people need to be healed. And us as a people need to be healed from being okay with people coming around for these specific reasons. Y'all, this has been a long journey for me, but by the grace of the Most High, I feel like a brand new woman for real, because it's so many things I've been doing behind the scenes and really just pouring my heart out to the Most High. And whoever you are, that's what you need to do, brother and sister. When you go to the Most High about your insecurities, when you go to the Most High and you don't understand why you've done the things that you've done, and why you've attracted these people constantly, and what is it within you? You see what I'm saying? Because it's always something within you that's constantly attracting these people. These people aren't just, showing up on the radar for no reason. It's something within you. Whether you open the doors or whether those before you open the doors, at the end of the day, it's showing up because it's something within you. It's something within your foundation, right? And so you really must pray and ask the Most High to reveal things to you, and really come out of agreement with these things and cut people off. Be okay with cutting people off. Because if not, and you allow these people, someone, like, allow these people to continue to, these people in these mindsets and taking pride in these things, if they keep allowing this to happen, if someone keep allowing this to happen, that's all they will attract, and it will lead to destruction. So I remember the Most High placed this within my heart, this understanding in my heart, but I still needed more understanding. And then he confirmed it through a woman of God about obsession. The enemy can literally drive someone to obsession, and obsession is not charity. Obsession is not love. You see what I'm saying? Obsession is not charity. Obsession is not love. I'm a repeat it one more time. Obsession is not charity, and obsession is not love. Obsession is from the enemy. Obsession is a insatiable. When it's insatiable and it don't have no balance, and it don't come from purity, it's definitely not of the Most High. It's not love. It's just what someone may perceive as love, because their perception is warped of what love looks like, of what genuine truly looks like. So yes, I remember the Most High placed it in my heart, and He shined light on really telling me like obsession is not love. Like that's not what love is. The enemy will have someone to constantly think about you. They will constantly think about you to the point they cannot get you off of their mind. That is not healthy. That is not healthy. You know, you have things to do in this life. And one thing the Most High don't play with is idols. When you keep thinking about somebody day and night to the point where these people are being driven by obsession, doing things that they usually won't do, or even doing things that, you know, they've been doing. You know, when okay, let me break it down like this. Where there's obsession, like wherever obsession is, the enemy gonna really drive that person to constantly think about you, so much so if you don't pick up the phone in time, the enemy gonna torment these people. You feel me? Like the enemy will torment these people to keep constantly thinking about you. And then he will plant things within their mind. And if this person is dealing with abandonment, or they're dealing with rejection, or they're dealing with, like they literally placed someone on a pedestal. Like they literally placed someone on a pedestal. Like this person is their idol. Or if they look at you as a source of love, or they look at you as a source of getting what it is that they need to put them in the place where they need to be, or whatever the case may be, the enemy will torment these people, and then the enemy will start planning all kind of things within this person's mind. And don't let these people be dealing with have a heart full of anger and rage. That's gonna rise up. And this is how we keep seeing people being unalived as far as with their partners, as far as with their friends, as far as with their partners, and as far as like their friends and all of that. When obsession, where there's obsession, is dangerous, because it's not genuine. It's not love. And so though someone may keep calling you or keep pursuing you, you have to check the fruit. You have to check the fruit, brothers, sisters. You have to check the fruit, especially if you've been around with this person. You already know how they move and all that, and this person constantly have hurted you or constantly have shown red flags. Then that means that they aren't capable, regardless of how nice they may show up. They aren't capable of giving you what it is that you need. They aren't capable. They aren't capable. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like we all in this life, no matter how genuine of a person you are, we all have different battles, because the heart is deceitful. The heart is deceitful, very deceitful. And so we always have things that we have to work on. Ain't nobody walking this green earth have everything together within their heart. But that's why you go to Christ and you continue to seek him out, so you can have the mind and the heart of Christ. So you have the mind and the heart of the Most High, and that you continue to seek. And that's how the Most High work. He made it to where even if you deep rooted in him, that you will always need him, that you will never, like you will just always continue to seek him. So don't get me wrong. You have some amazing people out here, but they still have little stuff in their heart. But guess what? Either they're working on it, they're literally right there to overcoming it, they're aware, and all these different things, or they make sure that they don't water too much of these things so that they can spring forth and hurt other people. Though they have these things, they are mindful. though they're aware of these things, if something happens as far as them and another person, or happen as far as them and you, or you with them, apologies. It's apology. It's, you know what, I'm gonna work on this. It's prayers to the Most High to change. So don't get me wrong, it's people out here who, you know, it's certain things, you know, because none of us are perfect. I say that to say none of us are perfect. But then you have other people who are ruled over by so many different spirits, man. Like so many different spirits, and there's so many open doors that the enemy will use obsession to drive this person. And so if you are someone and you take pride in, again, your looks, or you take pride in your body, or you take pride in your money, or you take pride in your cars, your clothes, or what you know, and all these different things, when you take pride in that, and then you attracting people through these things, and taking pride as far as attracting people through these things, the enemy gonna truly send someone. Ask me how I know. Finally, when I finally felt like I looked like something, when I finally felt like I looked like something, and I really took pride in my body, and I've done things with my body that I'm not proud of. I share my story on my page. But I took pride in it, and guess what happened, y'all? I've attracted people who literally tried to destroy me. Literally tried to destroy me. I've attracted people who literally was so obsessed, being stalked, being harassed, all kind of things, due to the fact that I wasn't guarding my heart, and that I had pride. And that though I knew that these people came around for their specific reasons, and some of them I didn't even realize it right away. But a lot of times it end up being revealed to me, then I end up dipping off. Because the thing is, I'm going to share this little part with y'all. Believe it or not, it was like I was a mixture of both. I ain't going to lie, like, I'm such a mixture. I've always been like a mixture of many different things, like, right? So it's like, yeah, I liked when people admire me, right? But the moment people start putting me on a pedestal and start putting me in specific situations and putting me on this high horse, and giving me, what is this, unrealistic expectations, like, I really realized, though I was damaged, I still had that healing power that the Most High has given me. He embedded that in me since before I was born. Called, chosen to be a healer, right? And so I'm sitting back, and the healing part of me, though I'm damaged and I don't know that I have these things, I notice when I come around people, like, I bring a presence. I didn't know how strong my presence was. Like, I bring a certain presence to them. I bring a certain peace to them. This reassurance, all these different things, genuine. You know, though sometimes and many other times, it's been times where I wasn't genuine, especially when I was working, you know, doing those kind of things that I've done in the past, and lying to me, and selling dreams, dancing, and doing all this other type stuff. You see what I'm saying? That comes with a lot of manipulation. That comes with a lot of control. That comes with a lot of lies. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm not painting it as if, like, I've always been honest, but with the people who I really wanted to have in my life, I was genuine and loved and stuff like that, and my own perception of love, you know, and it was soothing and healing to them. And I say all that to say that because of that, I've attracted a lot of people, and we both had the same. And listen, brother and sister, because this is revelation. Okay, I have abandonment, I have rejection, and guess what? I've attracted people who had abandonment and rejection. Guess what? There's a such thing as ranks, right? There's such things as ranks in the spirit. You can like, y'all both can be battling with the same thing, and that's where trauma bond come in, where, you know, you went through this, and then you meet somebody and they went through the same thing. Y'all can bond off trauma and all that, or what y'all been through, talk about all that different stuff. But you never know the level ranking, or the level that the spirit that's operating within them of abandonment may not be operating on the same level that that person or you may have going on within your life. And so I've met people who they got to the level of obsession. And let me tell y'all, I never in my life, except for, and I'm going to just say this, except for it was this one time in my life, and it was just one time in my life where I had such a strong, and this is the first time I ever noticed that soul ties are real. I've obsessed, and that man was, oh my goodness, I've obsessed over this man. Like, when I say man, and I'm going to have to talk about that, like, this is my first time experiencing a soul tie, and it was like my mind, I was like constantly thinking about him, but I didn't do things to show that. You see what I'm saying? Because it was been so many times where I can care about somebody, but I'ma leave. You see what I'm saying? But I say that to say, as far as obsession, that was the one time that I found myself constantly obsessively thinking about someone, and I couldn't shake it. And it was so heavy. Like, I've never in my life experienced it, but it needed to happen. It needed to happen, y'all. Because now I have more understanding, and I'm where I'm at today with it. And that situation I will always look back on that situation to remind me. Okay. So I say all that to say, my brother and sister, I've attracted people. Okay. So their level, they'll be on obsession. Like, I'll be on the point where, okay, we both dealt with abandonment and rejection, but me, I would leave, right? And so it's like I'm reinforcing the abandonment and rejection that they have, because I will see certain things within them, and I'm just like, no, like, because they have them doors open, so they have other doors attached to them, because they're dealing with a high ranking. It's like when you're dealing with obsession, you dealing with something high ranking that's attached to a whole bunch of spirits. You see what I'm saying? Though I had many spirits and all that, I was going through a thing. Look, like, for real. And still, I like, when I seen certain things operating within them, the jealousy, the envy, the constantly calling, the constantly, trying to do this and do that and control, I be having to get up out of there. Or if I see the loyalty don't match, I'm up out of here. And so when I would leave and when I would depart and when I cut ties with people, it caused obsession. It caused obsession. And so I say that to say, hopefully you whoever you are, listen to this, you catch what it is that I'm saying. Basically, you and someone can have, like, dealing with the same forces. Like, y'all got a lot of trauma in common, or y'all had a lot of the same things happen in y'all upbringing, and just a lot of things, but it's gonna always be someone, and that's how they come around, because it's something within you that resonates with them. It's something within you or someone that resonates with the other person. And so that's how they're able to spiritually locate you in the physical. That's how they're spiritually able to navigate and approach you. That's how they're spiritually able to navigate. And then next thing you know, they're inboxing you, or however you meet these people, or you all end up at the same place at the same time. And it may seem all good at first, because guess what? It's familiar. So it may seem all good at first, brother or sister, but then when that truth start rolling out, don't ignore it. When someone shows signs of, like, we have to get I'm sorry. Get the true understanding of what love is. And God is love. And it also talks about in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 of what love is. And love is definitely not obsession. Love is definitely not unkind. Love is not controlling. You see what I'm saying? It's not manipulative. It's not intimidating. It's none of those things. When you see people who, if they're heavily pursuing you and it's not of God, or let's say they're heavily pursuing you and you have this feeling like, no, I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm cool. Because I remember I did that before. One time somebody was heavily pursuing me all throughout high school. I'm just like, look, man, I'm cool. I'm chill. And I kept them at a friend zone. Super cool. Being was super cool. But all along, it was like he was getting close to me. just, just to one day try to disarm me. And I say that to say, it's like once you allow someone into your life, right? Who constantly pursuing you, and it was never of God. Because another thing with the Most High not gonna obsessively do anything. Yes, he gonna send you signs, and he may send you good people, but if you don't want to receive that, like I done heard many people say, the Most High is a gentleman. That's who you learn character from. He'll teach a man how to be a man. He'll teach a woman how to be a woman. How? Because he created. He's the creator, and so he already know what, like he already know what it is, the tools that we need to be the best man or to be the best woman. Okay, but the Most High is a gentleman. He not gonna force anything because he has given us free will. The Most High has given us free will, straight up. So it's just like he ain't gonna force it on you. You see what I'm saying? Yes, he gonna send you signs, and that's why we must be discerning. We must be wise. Everyone is not out to come and get us. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, if it's constant pursuing, and then let's say someone like, man, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm straight, I don't know, like I'm just not feeling it. Don't end up turning to that thing eventually for whatever reason, whether it's because you bored, whether it's because you see an opportunity, whether it's because you feeling something in your body and you need that. Look, let's keep it real. Don't go on and turn to the very thing that you kept saying, because what I realized with that, like, man, following that first man, who's guilty? Because it has been me time and time again, with just different choices in my life. Like, girl, follow your first man. And then I always say, man, I should have. And it's like, I'm tired of the regrets. I know this life is not, and it's like we aren't perfect, but it's like constantly making mistakes that you already knew in your mind, in your heart, someone was telling you. And that something be the Holy Spirit, or that something be the discernment. It's just like, man, just go ahead and you feel me? Just go ahead and connect with that. The gut, connect with that. Connect with that. What did I learn? I read a book and it said the gut has over 1,000 something brain cells. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. Do you hear me? That blew my mind. Sorry to yell in your ear, but look, that blew my mind. I read it some years ago in a book, and it stuck with me. I wish I could remember the number, but the gut even has the brain cells. Like the way the Most High wire us. Man, we have a good creator, but we have an amazing, not even, good is a word for him, but it's words that we've never even came across, and that's who the Most High is. He is just so amazing with how he designed and how he created. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm okay. Back to what I was saying, brother and sister. Don't go fall into things that you once said that you wouldn't entertain or you wouldn't do, or you open the door but you end up closing it. Don't open the door back to anything that seems like it's forcing itself on you, or being obsessive. You see what I'm saying? Because nothing comes with that but destruction. You cannot change these things. And I already know many times it's an ego thing. And that's exactly what it is. It be an ego thing a lot of times. Or it be the false perception of genuine, or be the false perception of love, and be the false perception of care. It's important that us as people really start to realize what love truly and genuinely looks like. Just because someone is constantly calling or showing up and doing all this, and they possessive over you, and like they don't quote unquote play about you, but it's toxic. Like, all of these different things need to be paid attention to. Those are red flags. Yes, when someone is truly of the Most High too, they can have this protection over them, and it's called protection. It's not possessiveness. You see what I'm saying? But it's protection. Like, they don't play about you at all. They guard you. They protect you spiritually and physically. You see what I'm saying? It's people the Most High like will send in your life that's like that of you. And that's the reflection of the Most High. But then you have the enemy. The enemy gonna always try to pervert whatever the gifts Most High gives us, or whatever the Most High has created. The enemy is going to try to pervert. So it may look like, oh, because this person don't play about me, this and that. Oh, when this person see I'm moving on, they just can't this, like whatever the case may be. And showing up wanting to fight and do all this, like you fighting for love is not of the Most High. It ain't love if you have to fight physically. That's not love if you have to literally put your hand, like literally, to prove to another person, like all of these things. I say like so much, y'all. Please forgive me. But I say all of that to say we must understand what love looks like. Someone constantly pursuing you and have the wrong thing, or someone constantly, you know, they're idolizing you and they can't let you go, and they constantly just putting you in a situation. They can't stop thinking about you. The enemy will use these people and drive them to constantly think about you. The enemy will constantly, like if you using your, let's bring it back a little bit. Like if you using your looks and all that, and you using your body, like the field that I worked in, and just other, other men and women and stuff like that, you using those very things, you gonna end up attracting someone. You or someone. I ain't just, when I say you, it's not necessarily, y'all get, man, I ain't about to go and get into that. When I say you, it don't necessarily, it can mean someone else. So that's why I'm switching it. If someone uses their looks and their physical, they physical, what they can do with them, their bodies and all this stuff, when they use that, the enemy will use and have somebody come around who's literally obsessed, and they're gonna be like, ooh, they look so good. Ooh, when they did this and when they did that. And there's so much witchcraft in the bedroom. It's so much witchcraft in the bedroom. It's so much, I'm gonna bring it on back. It's so much witchcraft in the bedroom. It's so many things going on in that bed. It's so much control, trying to control somebody with your body. And that was another thing. I wasn't being controlled. I didn't care how this was. I would leave and this will blow people's minds. I don't care. And when the enemy sees that, it will cause people who struggle with these things and struggle with obsession and abandonment, rejection, it will cause them to obsessively. So whoever you are, and you someone, you like, man, I don't care how good you do this, or I don't care how good you look, or I don't care what you got, I'm up out of there. That's how I am, right? But at the same time, what has happened? It caused so many people who had obsession, and it turned into hatred, and it turned into anger, and it turned into bitterness, and it turned into word curses, and it turned into different stuff. It turned to them. This stuff will turn people into witchcraft. But I say that to say, you putting it on and you doing all this other type of stuff. It's so much witchcraft in the bedroom. People using their bodies and using their looks to literally control and play with somebody's mind. And literally play with some mind and play with somebody's souls. When you do these things, you and the other soul is entwined. The someone and the other soul is being entwined, and you know what I'm trying to say. Like it's becoming one. And so when someone is doing these things, this all this control, using all these different things, and really trying to have that mind, and really trying to master it and do all that, y'all, it don't be. Sometimes it don't be, and a lot of times it don't be about. It don't be about trying to please someone else. It be about what that they can do. It be how can they get to the mind? How can they get to the soul? How can they get what they want out of this person? How can they bring this person to their knees? They like, I got to put it down. I got to do this. Ask me how I know. I seen it. And the Most High has showed me. And I'm just looking like, man, like this person wanted to like really just, and I wasn't. I'm talking about try to master it. And guess what? The enemy will send someone. When you using and you doing stuff like that, the enemy will send someone who will literally be so obsessed with the face, with the body, with the money, with this and that. And man, the enemy will send someone to literally try to destroy you. They'll get so angry. They will get so angry. They'll get so doggone angry that they'll start turning to dark practices in order to control you. Because if you can do that and you look like this and this and that and you have this and you have that, it's all these people in the world. I know you messing with somebody else. I know you friends with someone else. I know this is net with someone else. It's so deep, y'all. It is so deep. Man, obsession is not of the Most High. And so I hope this helps someone, man. I really hope that this helps someone. Yeah, I had a few more things that I want to say, but yeah, maybe another time. And there's still other things and other videos that I have to create, that I have to make. I still wanted to do the part 2 to a few things on my page. It's so much, and the more that I spend time with God and the more I've turned away from so many things, more and more revelation is coming to me. More things are being unlocked, praise God. And so, brother and sister, whoever you are, man, like, don't be led astray by this world. Do not be led astray by this world. Keep the Most High first. You will not go wrong. All love. Talk to you soon.